emoji. Looks like they're ready to try and move up on the map of the top lane and maybe look for another fight. If NLG give it to them, and I think NLG, they'll still feel fairly confident fighting into OG.
Or you know what happened during the Laguna? Maybe Fly Soul Rip came at the exact same moment.
It could be the Soul Rip here, yeah.
And then the HP just didn't change much.
I'm watching the actually the stream on 2-minute delay, seeing if no, people are saying Reborn.
All right, Reborn. That's
yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. We'll go with Reborn. That's, but no, I think he must have gone for a creep. I don't know. Well, OG, I think they're definitely going to feel more so in the driver's seat after that fight. The fact that they're catching up. The Jug is still doing very well in terms of farm. 2.2k gold on top of the Skadi. And there's an MKB now on Miracle though. And we're seeing the swing on the graph there. Yeah, OG's going to be very happy with that one.
Actually, OG's just one fight away from winning, like, being back in this game. And to me, their lineup does better with more gold. Obviously, there's a butterfly pickup on the gyrocopter, and the Juggernaut does not have MKB yet, so
yes, yeah.
Momentarily, the cores, when it matches up, gyrocopter to me will do more for the team, or at least he'll survive longer. NLG probably not looking to do anything until the Juggernaut finishes the MKB. So if you're the side of OG, you have a lot of time to make a smoke gank, you know, make a dive into the enemy jungle. Fly though.
Milan?
That's a kill.
That is not where you want to be walking. Snowball comes through, but Miracle's still hanging around. Spartan's going to go with the punch onto Moon. Can they look to try and find some more off the back of this? Vacuum comes through. They'll have the Yule set up onto Moon. The light strike, they do get themselves the kill, so it's a 1-for-1. See if they can try and find more. Spartan gets the shards out.
Do they have a blink punch?
Does Miracle just turn and shackle? He's a little bit scared, I think, of any follow-up, and rightfully so, because NLG is coming down the lane in rather full force. They have got the Omni Slash still available on the Juggernaut.
And now OG is very concerned with all the lanes being pushed in as well, so gotta deal with that.
It kind of works to favor Nota.
Yeah.
He just comes and cleans it up, and he's got a lot of money.
5k gold.
He's really put himself back into this one here.
So Skadi is normally the item of choice in this situation.
Okay.
Will be great here as well because there's a melee core on the other side. Lina is trying to nuke you down, so any extra HP would not hurt. You could also go for the Satanic build and just get real beefy. We'll see what he opts for.
I mean, I don't think we're in Rapier territory, unfortunately.
No.
No, the dream's not going to be real in that sense.
I don't think the game is that far off from just one good fight again.
Yeah, it's very close. There we go, there's the courier, the big reveal. What's he going to go for on the... Oh, okay. Nah, it's going to be the Abyssal, surely, that we see Gyros pick up sometimes. He's not going full Rapier, is he? Is he, Lumi? I mean...
You know, the two items I just mentioned are the safer choice, so...
If anyone was going to do it at this stage of a game, it would be No-Tail.
Are they that far behind? Because you normally don't buy this item until you have no other choice. Alright.
I mean, maybe if they feel that they can just always keep No-Tail alive in these fights.
They do have Grave.
Yeah. Alright.
But here's the thing. Remember that last push where Mitch just ran in and got like a 4-5 man vacuum? Like, in a fight that starts like that, it doesn't matter if you have Dazzle. Dazzle is going to get caught unless he just stays real far back. So it's going to be tough for the Dazzle to even protect the Gyro. There's, what, 3 blinks on NLG?
Yeah, there's a lot of catch-out from NLG.
I'm not sure you could get away with the Divine. Of course, it could be the Basher into the Abyssal, like you said.
No, that's what I was thinking. I feel that's something that's more likely. We'll have to see.
I guess if you're going to spend one item to pick up gold, if you're going to spend gold to pick up one item, the Relic is great for your flat cannons at the very least. So.
Yes, yeah, I guess in terms of damage output, it's going to do more than a Basher would.
Yeah.
So, yeah. As beautiful as the Rapier would be, I think it's unlikely we're going to see it.
Oh, we are getting to the Demon Edge gold. All right, here comes the smoke.
Okay.
MKB is up on Madeira. That's why they're trying to make a play.
And Spartan just leading the way here.
I don't imagine OG will fall for this one.
No, top lane you've got what at the moment? Just Flight, And Miracle pushing out. Fly's going to TP straight back home.
Miracle does not buyback. All right.
Okay, they found Moon. Moon
Okay.
will force himself over the shards. The vacuum brings him back and actually brings No-Tail in as well. Okay, a bit of a tag team swap around there. No-Tail will walk this off. They won't look to try and catch him out.
Glimpse.
Okay, now they will blink forward in the glimpse. That's beautifully done here. Traps up. No-Tail with the Omni slash Laguna, but they've got the Shallow Grave. They're healing over the Soul Rip. Can they try and turn this one? They've already lost the Dazzle though. No-Tail gets off the cooldown. Matter with the Blade Fury. They'll find themselves the kill onto No-Tail. There'll be a bye-bye straight away from the Dazzle. At the same time, OG they've found too. Shiva's Guard comes out. Can they try and turn this and force it back onto OG? No, NLG are on the retreat now. They've lost 2 heroes. They don't want to lose any more. Miracle, we're running forward. Spartan, the Amplify, and there's... Oh, okay, it doesn't latch either way, though, so it doesn't matter, and the focus fire is there to take down Spartan. Mega kill streak here for Miracle. Matter moving forward here. I don't know if he wants to try and go for this. Excalibur will get the stun. Okay, Excalibur gets shoved down to the low ground.
Shackle! Oh my god, it hits 2!
Okay.
Excalibur gets melted here. Madara in a
Miracle.
lot of trouble as well. Can we get a crush? We will get a crush. That's a triple kill on Miracle. Gold tab. We need to see the difference. We need to see the gain. OG are doing it.
All right. I mean, that is... Yeah, these are the fights that OG are hoping for.
That was some amazing play from Moon. Force staffing from high ground to low
Shoving
ground.
Excalibur down, yeah.
Yep, and then the 2-man shackle. Woo! AKMMR plays.
Oh, Milan. He's kind of teasing them here. They're looking for him. Don't know if they'll... Oh, Milan, hide and seek.
He's got blink and 4.
Algaz is hide and seek MMR.
Oh!
Hey! Alright. Oh.
Alright, got a BKB. Worf,
Yeah.
maybe? I don't know. And they're gonna get Roche. If Radiant gets Roche here, oh my goodness. That would be so huge for the Gyro.
Yeah.
Gyro can't... Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got the... Yeah, he's got...
I was gonna say, if you get to the HS, he might reconsider going Divine.
I mean, Rapier would have been nice, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna... They need the Abyssal War just to control the jug.
They're crumbling.
Yeah, this is NLG falling apart at this point. Yeah, with the Abyssal, they've just got something else to control this jug, which has become one of their biggest issues, really, for the side. And they'll go for Roche, and they'll be able to get it here.
And great. Oh, NLG had this game.
And cheese time as well. NLG, though, they haven't... Yeah, it's definitely not over for the side of NLG, but the last few fights haven't been great. But
So-
NLG's still looking pretty strong in terms of their cores and the farm that they have got on them on both the Lina and the Juggernaut.
The thing about that fight, remember when the gyrocopter was running away and the Disruptor blinked in to glimpse him back? They threw everything on him. They threw an Omni Slash on him, they threw a Laguna Blade on him, and he still survived. And, well, part of it was Dazzle, part of it was the Soul Rip and the Healing Wave. The thing is, as the game goes on, it's going to get harder and harder to get those kills.
Oh, look at the turnaround as well on the graph. It certainly shows the pain here of NLG.
Yeah, despite the fact that OG's down 1 Rax, I think they're ahead. Like, their heroes are just better at this stage of the game. We saw the amount of chain stun they could put out.
Let's see what they can find with this smoke. They will have spotted out Madara there. And they're going to make a beeline straight towards him. He's hiding in the tree line. And he's going to... Yeah, this is a good TP out. Just in time as well. Yeah. Nicely avoided there by the Juggernaut. That would have been a very costly loss for the side of NLG if they did lose Jug in that situation. That's a Daedalus now Miracle, so he's going to add to the DPS here. And he's still holding onto that cheese, so he's ready to go for the next fight. And NLG, in fact, themselves, looking to find something smoked up towards the bottom.
So what they want to do here is have somebody push the bottom lane and essentially like use the person that pushes to bait. They're like, hey, it's only Madara pushing. Are they gonna smoke into the base? This is some ballsy play. Oh god.
Oh, jeez. NLG.
You don't want to go and fly. He's
I
not,
mean,
not the target. Okay, this is some
look at these deep wards,
ass
yeah.
wards. Okay. If you could get Miracle, that's a big catch. I don't think he has buyback. He got the data list, right? He does have a cheese though.
Yeah, he's got the cheese.
They're like, why are they in my
Like-
base? All right, let's get out. And now you have like a, was it Disruptor or Tusk just in the trees?
Milan's just
Yeah?
chilling, yeah.
I mean, he's hanging out.
He's got the blink.
Does he have a TP? He does.
got TP as
he's
well,
good.
yeah.
He's good. All right, time to get out.
Yeah, Milan's going to be fine. Just chilling at the moment.
So same game plan here for NLG. They're gonna just weigh out the Aegis And it's much easier to go for the waiting game when you do have that one lane of Rax advantage, because the big creeps are going to slowly put on pressure. You could kind of farm in your jungle a little bit safer. You could push the mid and top lane a little bit more effectively.
I mean, if they find one big pick off, it could be pretty huge. Are they going to look for the follow-up? The Lotus Orb is out. Madara spins himself away. He continues to run. The first cooldown slow did connect. No-Tail's trying to chase, and there's Moon again with the blink. And yeah, they'll look for the control. There's your Abyssal to follow through, and that's Jug down. 80 seconds on the sidelines. He has got buyback. We'll see if OG can find anything more, but I think NLG will just want to get themselves straight back to the base, and they will.
OG's going to push top and try to force out that buyback.
Yeah.
That would be the play.
They should be able to as well. It's a long time for the Jug to be out of it. And Miracle's just forcing in the mid lane as well, so making sure that all the lanes are pushed. Bottom lane as well. Dazzle did start to get the creep wave momentum going. No-Tail. Oh, okay, nice dodge there from Milan. Blinks himself back as Moon jumps in. Missile flying through onto Excalibur. They'll glimpse back Moon up to the high ground. No-Tail just frontlining at the moment.
Back line here.
Okay, Miracle. What's he doing? He's killing people on the back.
Buyback's being forced out here.
Crush onto 2.
Are they going to try to fight?
Buyback from Jug. He has got an Omni Slash here. But OG going back forward again here with No-Tail. He has still got the Aegis. Shards not going to trap him, and that's your tier 3 down now. Miracle moving forward with a focus fire onto the racks. And there's your Blink Crush from Moon. Gets Madara and there's Excalibur. The cooldown coming out. Mitch trying to look to jump in, but the Snowball Jukes there. Brings the team straight across onto Miracle. And NLG are starting to try and fight this one. Madara is still trying to defend the base, and Moon, oh, it's looking for Spartan. Spartan gets taken down there. Beyond Godlike for Miracle. OG No-Tail getting low with the Soul Red. The Shallow Graves there to keep him alive, and Moon jumps forward. Gets the Crush and the Amplify onto Excalibur. Mitch now with the Vacuum Wall, getting all 5. The turnaround there. They've taken down the Gyrocopter, but the Shackle latches Madara onto the illusion of the Gyrocopter. Madara will mantle away, and now No-Tail caught in the stack. Somebody just doesn't care at this point. Moon again with the Crush. Shiva's Guard from Mitch. No-Tail and Moon on the front. Look at the Abyssal Blade down onto Excalibur. Excalibur uses himself up to keep himself alive, but he might still go down, trying to get himself back to the base. Oh, the power shot is there. That's going to be the leaner down. 4 down. Triple kill for Miracle. No one now with the buybacks on NLG. They'll lose the top racks, and they may even just lose more off the back of that. As OG with a very calculated fight, we saw the amount of damage that the No-Tail just got out throughout the entirety of it, and the fact that his team could keep him alive. It did lose the Aegis, but it doesn't matter. Finds 1 set of racks. It's going to be 2 sets of racks, and there is still a tier 2 alive on the bottom lane, and that could be the saving grace here for NLG, but OG may just look to go for the game.
Moon has lost, or Moon has like hit three-man crushes, 2-man crushes multiple times, and that's really what is the backbreaker here for NLG. They're gonna make one last hurrah. Here comes Mitch, vacuum on everybody, but where's the follow-up here? It's a call down to 2 here, and Spartan trying to do whatever he can, but not enough damage. Lena's back in 9 seconds. GG well played being called out. NLG had this game, and it just got slipped through their fingers.
It was, I mean, up and down on the graphs. You've still got to hand it to the side of NLG. They showed a lot of promise against this lineup, and a lot of promise that other teams just haven't been able to show us when they go up against the side of OG, because OG at the moment have been on a pretty big streak. Obviously, Alliance put a stop to that, but OG now with that win, looking to get themselves back on track. But it was not an easy one for them by no stretch.
Yeah, I mean, NLG looking back at this game, they could have played much safer on the bottom. They got the bot racks, could have ran away, but instead they chose to fight. Just a lot of small mistakes. Yeah. And as the game goes on, like we said multiple times, that you expect OG to make fewer and fewer mistakes. Yeah. And the inexperienced NLG to make more and more. So.
Exactly, yeah. I think at the start of the show, this is what I was saying. If NLG get ahead at the start, manage to keep control of that, finish the game earlier, they've got every opportunity to take a win. But OG recently have just been showing us really good kind of calculation, just being very controlled in the decisions they make later on in the game and making sure to make as minimal mistakes as possible, and it continues there in that game. They look to be in a tricky start at the beginning, but they turn it around, they take the win, and game 1, of course, going to the side of OG. We'll be back for game 2 very shortly, so don't go anywhere. But for myself and Lumi, we'll see you in a bit. Over to a quick ad break.
the experience of OG, like shining through. And,
Okay.
like these small tiny mistakes can just upset your entire game. So they were ahead and doing very well, very very well.
Very well.
But like once you go high ground, it's kind of they got the racks even.
Yes.
Tiny mistakes can just set you back immediately. So.
Yeah.
OG is very experienced.
There was some really nice plays as well from OG, like just clutch plays that I think turned around the game. Which is one I picked for your drawing board.
All right.
I mean, Lumi, you casted that game. If you now step back and go with helicopter view, what went wrong, you feel? What was was there a key point?
Yeah, the key point was they got the bot racks,
Yeah.
and they decided to take the fight after they got the bot racks, when they didn't have to.
Okay.
I thought they could have just
Backed off.
backed off scot-free, got items, and then go take the mid racks and then top racks. So I think if NLG come back and look at the replay, they themselves will identify a lot of things that they could have done differently and won the game. So it's a painful learning experience.
Very painful one, as this could cost them a spot at DreamHack Winter. That's of course why they're still playing, because they still have a chance of making it to DreamHack Winter. And they need to win 2 games out of the 4 they have tonight. And hereby already number 1 not happening. Let's take a look at the clip that Shade selected for the Luminous analysis.
All right, so what's the clip, Shane?
I don't know. It looks different now. This is not the clip I picked. All right, let's
just roll
try
it.
Let's see
Play
what.
the clip.
It's definitely not what I picked.
It's fine. What's happening here?
Okay, so Gyro's gonna run away, and he's gonna get glimpse backs from long distance, and they throw everything onto him,
Oh, nice.
and he
clip.
doesn't die. That's the start of the fight.
And this is
Oh,
the
the
point-
Juggernaut
Great.
jumped to somewhere else.
Okay, yeah.
And this is where
Kinda
the
awesome.
bot Rex fight has already happened. This fight. There's maybe a nail in the coffin.
They still have to use quite a lot to commit to the gyrocopter kill as well.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, now it is. So they keep chasing. And if you actually watch Miracle, he commits on Spartan. He gets the Lotus Orb buff, and then Madara is down on the high ground. But Excalibur, he tries to use the high ground to kill off Miracle. But then there's Force Staff from Moon Meander. Alright, watch this, watch this. This is actually ridiculous. Alright. So he Force Staffs him down. Miracle moves a tiny bit back. Come on,
Soon.
Miracle. Yeah, soon. And gets the, like, God tier shackle off. And then it's pretty hard.
And then they die.
Yeah, they both die.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Can we roll it back, actually, though? Like, back. Keep going backwards. Keep going back.
How far do you want to go
Yeah,
back?
here. So you're running your NLG. Dazzle just bought back.
Yeah.
Is there any reason to take this fight?
You're 3 versus 4 already. You know the gyrocopter is
Your
dead.
Lina already used ult. Like, is there actually
You
any
don't
reason
have
to
a
take this fight?
Juggernaut ult either.
So what happens is that Tusk miss out his blink and he blink into the river.
Mhm.
So he's also gonna die. I think they were trying to save the Tusk, but
Yeah, kind of.
just let him go.
Let him go. He
There-
tried to,
there's no reason
yeah.
to take this fight to me.
he tried to blink across the ledge.
Yeah,
but didn't.
Juggernaut's gonna.
Like Dragonite just commits down to the hill. It doesn't look good, you know.
No.
So
Especially when you don't have reveal for the Glimmer Cape.
I don't know. It's like it's easy for us to go armchair Dota here, right? Like, but when you're in the moment, you're in there. You want to just go.
Yeah, I guess they
boy.
felt like we have to turn, otherwise they're just gonna chase us down with the slaughter.
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause he's so good at chasing. I don't know.
They did come very close though, and they
They
did something really right in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, Excalibur was running around just getting solo pickoffs with his Lina. Like his choice to go for a Bloodstone was awesome because he had so much uptime on his roaming. Like he didn't have to go back to base at all.
What do you guys think about the Glimmer Cape first on the Wind Ranger? I thought it made sense, but it was kind of strange.
Yeah, I think exactly the same. I was like, Wind Ranger's problem is she doesn't have that much mana. She struggles with mana a lot because her mana pool is not great, and her spells cost a lot of mana. So
Yeah.
like
And Glimmer Cape costs a lot.
yeah,
of
exactly.
mana,
That's what I mean. It's like 140 mana or something.
Yeah, it's very
So-
difficult to sustain.
But I get why you want it in this game, but it doesn't seem.
Was it worth?
Yeah.
I mean, the
You want
good,
the mana pool from the point booster or something.
yeah, she did get the axe afterwards, and it worked out fine, but questionable.
So what should No Logic Gaming do to emphasize on the things they did right in the next game? To basically do the same thing then again, and then to actually win with the things they did
I
right.
think if they did the exact same draft again and just played it better, I think they'd actually.
I mean, if they played that game, they would have won. So
Yeah, definitely. They actually played amazingly. It's just one or two tiny mistakes, and
Yeah.
OG is the kind of team that will capitalize on that. You know what I mean? They'll take a complete advantage of it.
Is it worth for them to maybe go for an all-in lineup to make sure that they ended before 30 minutes?
no, I don't think so. I mean, like, as we concluded the last draft,
Yeah.
A Mother even said that we thought OG had the better draft. And they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
It's just that NLG played better in the early game. Like, this shows that NLG can take game off of OG.
Yeah, they had
Don't need to
the,
go risky or anything. Just do your own game, man.
they had the aggressive draft, as we said as well. Like, and they found the opportunities that they needed to like snowball.
They did. One thing actually that I found during the game, during the early stages of the game, it seems that OG always between 12 and 17 minutes kind of rotates to make a 5-man rotation, or at least have 5 people in the same lane after a successful gank. And No Logic Gaming seemingly not entirely aware of that. They had, because they were on the aggressive, right? They had so many aggressive wards in the enemy jungle. They kind of got caught out by OG's their rotation in their own jungle because they didn't have wards over there. How do you feel like did you I'm a support player, so I pay attention to people placing wards. Lumi, I know you probably will do the same. Did you have a chance to kind of analyze that slightly when you were casting?
I honestly think it's always good to drop deep wards, especially when you have like a hero like Lina, because it sets up so many ganking opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe going into game 2, maybe around that moment in time, focus more on river wards, because that's where the T1 tower fights happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the wording was fine. Nothing really stood out to me as like, oh, they lack vision here, or anything like that. So.
Well, very aggressive vision is what they have.
Yep.
We're gonna find out what the teams have in store for each other in the next game, because the draft is on the way. Once again, No Logic Gaming is on the Dire side. They also have the first pick, and it will be OG on the Radiant side, who have second pick. So far, Darkseer removed, I removed.
Nothing too crazy, I guess.
Darkseer, maybe the surprising one. No Logic Gaming had it in the previous game, and I actually thought it worked out quite okay. It's just in the later stages, it didn't really, even if he got a 5-man vacuum wall, it didn't really seem to do as much as you would want it to.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Light Strike Away was on cooldown actually for that one.
Yeah, it's one of those Darkseer drafts that they picked it for the laning and not much for the team fights.
They had the combo.
They had the
That's
combo, yeah.
LSA, basically.
Or I guess Static Storm as well.
Yeah,
But,
that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good combo.
Oh, okay. So Excalibur, Shadow Fiend. I kind of like this actually. I think No Logic Gaming. It's kind of a different style to their last game.
Slaughter Dazzle.
You know, in this game they're going more for the 5-man, less for the pick off. Judging by the Shadow Fiend, you know, you get the mechanism and group up with them.
I mean, they could have got Gyro, Dazzle again,
Yeah.
but from the last game, they saw how much Slaughter was able to do against this team.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
they just have difficulty positioning against Precious.
and Slaughter and Shadowfiend has a really good synergy. as well,
Right.
Overall. With the negative armor and the fact that he can initiate with the...
10 seconds.
Moon actually had a really decent timing on his Blink Dagger. I think it was 13 minutes in that he had it.
5 seconds.
Instantly could put it to
remaining.
work as well. Looking out for those kind of timers, I guess, for
Reserve
seeing more
time.
aggression coming from the teams.
It's also very hard to be aggressive against the Dazzle as well. Like in the last game, it was more solo pickoffs because OG kind of didn't really play their usual style. They kind
Dire
of
team
like split
back.
up a bit more. But in this game,
Yeah, that's why it's such a stable opener. Like, you saw people trying to play Axe against Dazzle back in the days, but they kind of counter each other, you know?
yeah, like late game, the minus armor just destroys X.
Yeah, exactly.
Radiant
So,
team ban.
I don't know, I can still see it working out sometimes. Especially since Slaughter is a kind of weak melee hero.
Mhm.
I don't know.
The Lich is interesting. I guess it's like a counter to the minus armor.
Yeah.
You just get the... But picking it just for that.
I guess it would be either a Sven or a Lich. I like that OG still ban out the Sven just in case. At least Lich.
Don't they just always ban these
they ban-
They
quote-unquote
ban him a
meeple
lot.
counters?
They ban him a lot. That's
even
true.
though they don't pick meeple.
It looks very standard, right?
Radiant
What's your
team
thought on
ban.
the Prophet ban, despite the fact that Moon Slaughter has been already picked? Obviously, he's a very versatile hero. Have we even seen Slaughter being played on any other position? For
Doesn't crit?
I guess they could.
I think
They
they
could.
played
I think
support
No-Tail
crit
would be able
Yeah.
to play it as well.
Slaughter.
Crit plays it,
10
yeah.
seconds remaining.
I mean, if you have 3 on Slaughter, you have a pretty
5 seconds
aggressive
remaining.
setup. You can just go ham everywhere.
That's showing a lot of respect to
Reserve
Moon's
time.
Prophet, right? Because
Yeah.
this is a Slaughter off lane most of the time.
But there's like, we don't want to deal with that. We're just gonna ban it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't even seen in the previous game.
No, it was banned, wasn't
It was
it?
banned,
it was
yeah.
same
Second phase
position.
bans?
Previous game as well?
Yeah, exactly. It's unbanned.
Together with the Lich.
They ban out the... Okay. So at the moment, No Logic Gaming they lack stuns. They also have quite like, Lich is a very defensive support. Like he pulls the lane
Yeah.
back. He like shields your guy. What like is there a way to take advantage of this?
Is there a way to do what?
Take advantage of just
Dire
having such a
team
defensive support. Like, I guess
Usually, I don't know. He's very strong in like lane presence. What you want to do is like jump someone and kill them. You don't want to have a dragged out laning phase. You want to be like, you want the Tusk Nightstar kind of roaming
yeah.
thing going on.
Ooh, Rubik.
There we go.
I guess that's a way to take advantage of defensive support. You go somewhat greedier.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get a decent team fight. The problem for me is that when I see Slaughter versus Lich in general, Slaughter really stretches out the team fight because he's so mobile, and it makes Chain Frost such a weak spell. Like you generally see, you rarely see bounces, and of course we do see the Juggernaut pickup. What's your thought on?
My thought is, would you not rather want the Ancient Apparition instead of the Rubik? Because the heal that's going to come out from Team OG, the sustain that they have
Yeah.
if they try to go for your tower, if they pick up a hero that can actually take down towers fast, this game is going to end within 20 minutes. They're okay, they have the Ancient Apparition still as
It's like
well.
a
Radiant team
And actually did
Lich?
this before. They offlane Lich against, I believe, Sing Sing's Ember,
They
and
did, yeah.
completely decimated the experience gain of that hero. This game,
At
I'm
the
not
same
sure.
time, you can just push his tower down. Because he does.
Yeah.
If you sacrifice a creep, you're gonna have one less creep on you.
Sure, and I think in this
10
game against
seconds
Juggernaut, that's going to be a problem, right? Because
Yeah.
Juggernaut can push down your tower
Just
quickly.
healing warding
5
go. Yeah.
seconds
And is it going to
remaining.
be already, is the Ancient Apparition also going to be ready by the time that they start pushing? He might not even be level 6 yet because
Yeah.
of the amount of heal they have and
Yeah,
sustain.
we,
they
we
have.
saw that T2 fight on the top lane, and that Disruptor was like level 5
Yeah.
when they made that dove. So that is a concern. To me, Rubik and AA are both very greedy level-wise heroes.
And if they go behind, they just get destroyed.
They cannot go behind.
Yeah.
You don't pick Lich to go behind.
Okay,
at any
so
stage,
so what do they need for their 5th hero? Because
the-
they need something. They need a miracle worker.
That does it all. Maybe even a Meepo. Because Ancient Apparition...
Will Meepo have the time though?
Well, Meepo will take up the space that these heroes will give him. You know what I mean? Like, Lich doesn't really take space later into the game.
True.
He's kind of a core that takes a lot of farm, and you only have one other person that's even going to want a little bit of farm.
They need a Madara hero, right?
They have a
Yeah.
Winter Wyvern, though. Like, probably the best counter in the game against Meepo.
Very.
I don't
Very
think
good.
it's going to be a Meepo here.
No, but
There was one that
I'm
was
thinking more...
Dire team
Because
back.
they're other, like the Lich, Rubik, Ancient Apparition. These guys, they don't really do a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In fact,
Radiant
isn't this a
team
good game for Meepo for OG? Because these heroes are
Yeah.
Could be.
They
It's
could
food.
be for sure.
they're food for Meepo.
I mean, he's gonna blow them up.
He is. It's not going to be pretty.
There's the space for him to farm as well. Because Juggernaut can already fight fairly early, even if he doesn't have that much farm. He can have just the levels. Dazzle and Winter Wyvern, same story.
10 seconds remaining.
This is looking pretty scary for No Logic
They
Gaming.
could pick Magnus,
5
actually.
seconds
They could
Lina
go
it
for
is.
the Lina.
You don't want the
Hybrid.
big
Team
ulti kind of hero, like, because they have Rubik, right?
Hmm.
True. But it's
It's
more...
like Brewmaster, Magnus, kind of same. Like it's so easy to steal the big ulti.
That's true. Lina's a pretty big ulti, though.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
good ults that you could kind of take here.
A lot of good ults, yeah. Like, the Curse is amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Just because of the cast range on
Yep.
it. You can kind of
10
control a team
seconds
fight just by
remaining.
not being in it.
The magical hero of No Logic Gaming.
5 seconds remaining.
The magical hero that's gonna be the
Well, last
glue.
time they just jammed a Slark and it worked out, right? For Madara.
I guess, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
This is not a Slark game, though, is it?
No.
They need a hero that can do well with just levels rather than farm, because you never know how much farm you're gonna get. It's gonna be an
Ember.
Ember Spirit.
I don't know about this.
Could work. Could be a disaster.
Could work, could be a disaster. Wow.
It's like
That's not a lot of confidence.
That is not a lot of confidence. So, Mother, to go back to what you said before the previous game, No Logic Gaming, they need to outdraft and outplay. Last game they had even draft, according to you, and they outplayed, at least at the start, but later
Yeah.
on, not anymore. How do you feel about this game?
I feel OG. Like they're still in their comfort zone. I'm not so sure about NLG in this one.
Do you feel like they're outdrafted?
Tiny bit maybe.
Lumi, what do we need to look out for No Logic Gaming to do well?
When Excalibur first splits, Miracle.
Okay, nothing changed from the previous game then. Shane, what do you reckon?
Oh, if No Logic get behind at any stage, it's going to be very, very tough. I think OG are going to put the pressure on and take the game.
It's going to be bloody, I fear. Well, we're going to find out how this game is going to end very soon, because it's time for Game 2 of OG versus No Logic Gaming with Lumi and OD Pixel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the casting channel about the panel. And we've got the music as well.
Where people actually
Look at
work.
this. Yeah, we put in a lot of work.
You know what Andy's doing right now? Andy's home
Andy?
team Jack squat.
Andy says he's ill. He's not. Screw you, Andy.
You know what Andy was doing when we were here at work?
Probably.
He was sleeping.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Because, you know.
The game is paused, by the way. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. But we're going to be good to go. OG versus NLG. NLG did all right in the first game.
Yeah, so we talked about the
Slipped up a
draft. Whose draft do you like?
You want to hear my opinion?
Yeah.
I'm 3K, mate. I don't
It doesn't
think
matter.
my
like,
opinion matters.
Do you like
here.
AA as a hero? Like, do you like? I just want to know your thoughts.
I think, looking at this one, the AA is a nice one, but it's not nice enough.
Okay.
And that's why
Do you like fiery
I
girls?
stick to the hype. Fiery girls.
Fiery girls.
Yeah, throw a bit of napalm on them, light them up with a match. It's a good bit of a laugh. Great in the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn, man.
Make sure
that got dark pretty quickly.
Make sure they're shaved, otherwise it can get a bit messy. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 2, NLG versus OG. Here we go. OG, of course, looking at looking a bit rocky in the earlier stages of the first game. I'll see if they come into this one a little bit harder. As we can see, bottom lane, Fly giving Mitch the old whippity-doo. 1 minute's in. Oh, 1 minute before it even kicks off. Lumi, I mean, as you said, we've heard what you said on the panel. Anything you feel that you need to say that you've missed out on, David?
Nah, man. Excalibur,
Okay,
just
you got
get
it
a first blood, and it will be Gucci. Actually, the slap-a-doo-doo that Dazzle gave was pretty big deal.
Yeah, it was.
The Lich TP down looking to drop that early wards, and he needs to drop the early wards because this Dazzle is going to pull to his, to whenever he wants to pull.
I mean, look at this Moon on the slider. He's just chilling there in the dire jungle.
Actually, Moon, remember the last game, the river fight? He got sprint and not crush, and I honestly think that crush would have been much better in that 1v1 fighting situation. He's gone back for the same build here.
Oh, well, I don't think they'll be able to do anything with this. Just getting the hits in, forcing Moon back. Miracle. And we'll see who does take this top rune here. It looks like NRG. Yeah, they don't want to fight this really. They're gonna send the SF down towards the bottom, but well, no
They're gonna
tails
give
there.
away both.
I think they're not gonna be able to get her in time. And OG, they'll take themselves both the runes. Miracle takes the top. No tail takes the bottom. And OG will be very happy with the way that one started out.
So last time we saw a mid being harassed bound by a Winter Wyvern. So in this case, we're going to see that same situation here. Lina, already a strong lane dominator early on, and you're going to see Crit just blowing that Arctic Burn onto Excalibur. I already don't like how the game's starting for NLG.
Okay, well, we'll see how the mid lane goes in terms of CS. The telekinesis just dragging back the Wyvern, but he's still there with the Arctic Burn harass. Gets a couple of touches onto Spartan Excalibur, and yeah, as we can see already, this is not going to be a fun lane for NLG.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all about the race to the bottom when you're up against a Lina, so every last hit matters. On top of that, you're Shadow Fiend, you need damage. All right, Excalibur needs to dig into his inner Yafits, get some last hits, and go to work.
On top lane, we've got Slaughter, just being aggressive as he always is, Moon. Was just forcing back Milan. And, yeah. Just taking the hits here from Milan. Backing up.
I think he wanted to block the creeps from spawning or something like that. Uh-oh.
Oh, he might have overstayed his welcome here because Moon, well, they got the chilling touch. He's done. He's a goner. That's your first blood there. Moon's over-aggressiveness getting punished by NLG very nicely.
Yeah, last game he had the help of Fly on this top lane to, harass and whatnot. This game, I don't think he could play nearly as aggressive, especially when there's a chilling touch on AA. Does a ton of damage. Oh, mid.
The light strike just catching his Spartan on the tip. He's got a telekinesis. It's not going to save him. They drags back Belina. 11's there with the finish up on the Wyvern. And back down bottom. All right, you saw Mitch wandering in, seeing if he could disrupt the pull through of Fly, but Fly's already got it going. And this is giving, of course, a lot of space for No-Tail on the Juggernaut down bottom, just having a Lich hanging around here. There's only so much he can do on his own down on the bottom lane for NLG.
Moon is continuing to block this camp that is, that has a creep in it. Obviously, he does not know that.
Mid
So.
lane, he's got. Oh, that's a kill, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Miracle.
This lane is done.
Yeah, 10 for 3 on the Lina, 4 for 0 on the Shadow Fiend. We did see in the last game Steve have a tough time at the beginning, and he did come back very nicely.
Shadow Fiend is a comeback hero.
He certainly is in terms of the flash farm, if they get the stacks going.
But the way that Steve came back last game was he got a gank and he got a Laguna Blade killed. Shadow Fiend not exactly as good as a Lina when it comes down to bursting the enemy hero down.
In mid lane, there's going to be a wraparound, and Steve could be in trouble again. Miracle moving forward. He's going to turn for the easier kill here. Top lane, AA did find the one onto Moon.
Okay.
And Excalibur's going to be able to salve up.
To me, it's actually more important to shut down Moon than Miracle. Miracle's going to get his farm regardless. Lina, one of the better farming hero mid. But if you could delay that Blink Dagger for as long as you can, I think that's where OG will have trouble taking those mid-game fights.
I see Miracle just moving forward there, was seeing if he could get something off onto Excalibur. And yeah, Excalibur's got to be so scared when that 6 comes through on Lina, which is almost certainly going to come out fairly shortly, as he's already working his way through the level 5. And Excalibur still sitting on level 4.
Yep. So interesting adjustment here, as we do see Mitch running into Crit. Looks like the 2 IC heroes going to trade hits. Crit, of course, does have the Arctic Burn to fly away. Is Juggernaut actually putting more points into his healing ward? Obviously, Crit.
He needs to be careful.
Okay,
He's got the
he's
heals, yeah. Flies there to back him up.
Yeah, so Juggernaut maxing the healing ward, and he's going to use it right now to push.
This is some very aggressive play. He's trying to juke out the razors. Excalibur finds one.
Dire's
Miracle
bottom
jukes.
tower is under
Oh,
attack.
okay. Taking these Miracles in a lot of trouble.
Courier?
Courier? Can he do it? He can!
Okay.
He gets the kill onto Excalibur before he goes down.
Bottom lane, that's a lot of pressure on that tower. The healing ward, keeping the creep wave alive, and that's something that A-Mother touched on. Yeah, sure, you could sap away my experience, but I'm going to take our T1 tower. And more importantly, Crit and Fly doing an excellent job zoning the Lich away from experience range. T1's going to go down.
And now we have it. So 3-3 at the moment. OG exerting a little bit more pressure than what NLG are able to do at this point. And getting a good bit of farm on Hotel as well. 25 CS, 27 on the Ember Spirit. So still a comparable amount here for NLG's.
I don't think they're
position.
stopping here.
They're going to go for a second tier 2, yeah. I mean, what's NLG's answer at this point of the game with their draft? Do they have the tools to stop this? And I guess the answer is no. When you look at the lineup, pushing against a lineup with an AA, I mean, they're relying on having that level 6, and it's certainly not going to be there 5 minutes into the game, so this is the time for OG to push and take these towers.
You have a Rubik rotating, trying to backstab? I don't know about this one.
Spartan. TP's coming in as well from the Ember Spirit. It can be very active at this point again, but he's not got the mana. He's got a Mango, though. They'll get the Blade Fury out, No-Tail. Trying to do what he can.
He just died?
Yeah, he gets blown up by the heal bomb. And he was kind of the saving grace there because he had a Mango and he had change potential. No-Tail takes the kill onto Spartan. No-Tail trying to chew this one out. Mitch, if he gets the vision, he will get the kill.
Okay, Jigarinos?
Hey, No-Tail! Oh!
Okay, the plays!
Oh,
It's so
No-Tail!
real!
Oh!
And are they going to get the kill on Mitch? They are going to get the kill on Mitch. No-Tail's running away to the enemy jungle. There's a creep wave onto him.
All right, okay, looks like a Laguna from Miracle finished off Spartan. Corner Brace won't save Crit, though, as the races to go through, but...
No-Tail's jungling. Oh, no, he's going to suicide.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he spent all his gold.
All right.
Classic No-Tail, that.
Well, I don't know if it's a classic No-Tail. I think if Jimmy did this, it would be...
If that was, yeah. He was channeling his demon inside him there.
Yeah. All right, so early game has not been good for NLG, to say the least. The only good thing they have is that Lich has done much better than Moon. But because of, well, Moon on the top lane, though, might be a little bit of trouble. Crush will hit, and the rotations are coming in.
And he's not level 6 yet. This is a key time to kill Madara. Miracle gets the stun off, but Spartan was there. There's no Laguna for 20 seconds. And Miracle will get forced back Excalibur. I mean, a little bit of a risky position, but Miracle's not going to look for him. He's just going to let's return back to the mid. But yeah, as you said, 7 for 4. The farm still good on the Ember. Did kind of hurt him that he turned up to that bottom lane, got blew up straight away by the heal bomb. Maybe if he could have found a kill, he would have... He's got the remnants, but the slow is coming out very slowly. Yeah, he's going to be fine here. They won't look to quite chase him down.
looks like
Jesus.
level 6 on AA. Ice Blast flying in mid here. Maybe the Razors will do some work. There's a telekinesis here.
That's a big
Miracle's gonna
kill.
get blown up. They get 1 kill. Looking for a second fly. There's a grave, but he's just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, there's no backup of it as well, so they'll let the Dazzle go. And double kill for Excalibur. We talked about how he turned it around, having a bit of a, a bad start in the game 1. And getting a double kill on him, certainly going to help him in game 2. OG, they are going to look for the tier 1 top. And they should be able to take it. Doesn't look like NLG have an answer for that one. So still OG with the superior push. But NLG, in terms of getting the pickoffs, are certainly keeping themselves in this game.
Yeah. And of course, as Mitch levels up on that Lich, he's going to get more Frost Armor, making these, tier 2 somewhat more difficult to push in. So I think NLG recovering slightly okay now, given that Shadow Fiend just picked up the 2 kills. Madara, though, still very worrisome. He's very poor.
Excalibur, he's looking for the treads. Ice Blast. Oh, God bless this Wyvern.
Angry.
They're going for it. Yeah. No way he gets out of this one. Oh. Spartan?
Oh.
Okay. Alright, Rubik. Maybe didn't need to be there. But he's not worth. He got the kill with a Fate Bolt. He was happy with that one.
Mid lane, T1 push here from OG. Just exerting a ton of pressure all over the map. Very similar to what we saw NLG doing last game.
Yeah, it is. It's, they've kind of switched it around on their heads.
Yeah. Although I don't think OG will make those type of mistakes. So that's something that NLG cannot count on. Top lane, Milan. It's okay.
It's all good.
So far this A has been extremely impressive, right?
The Ice Blasts have been on point. I don't think we've seen a bad Ice Blast yet. Each time they've been there finding the kills. I mean, which is what we're talking about, which was, when we saw the first 2 tier, the tier 2 attempts on the bottom lane. They need these Ice Blasts. And now that they've got them, it's certainly proving to be a bit more difficult for the side of OG to push. They're going to crush onto Excalibur. They have got backup coming in the form of Dazzle. They might need a bit more than that. Okay.
That's a solo kill, and in fact, they might get a little bit more.
They're going to try and chase down Fly. Fly couldn't quite get the shallow grave off in time there. I believe he just didn't have the range.
All right, drums coming out here for Lina. Not something that we normally expect, because Yules is generally the first item of choice.
I mean, I guess with the drums, it just shows that OG want to go now. They want to fight. They want to push these towers. And really force the issue against NLG and No Tail. He's on his own here. He has got the Omni.
It's worth mentioning that NLG is so nuke-based that getting any extra HP like the Bracer would help out quite a bit.
No Tail. He's been sneaky, closing in. He'll finish off these creeps here.
Take the stack. Spartan just wants his level 6, man. He's just waiting
he's so
for
close as well.
Yeah. It is very dangerous to fight into NLG now, given the fact that there's Ice Blast and Chain Frost. So OG are doing well early, but gotta be respecting the enemy here a bit.
From bottom lane, Remnant. 4 from Madara.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed. Madara. Oh, can he get it? He does get it. Oh, can he get? No, he doesn't get himself out. So Laguna Blade was there. At the same time, top lane, Ice Blast onto No Tail. Moving just the crush onto Mitch. And telekinesis bringing back Fly. No Tail looks to be the sacrificial lamb here. They'll find the Jug kill. Let's see if they can get anything else here.
Telekinesis in 10 seconds, and they're going to try to slow him down. Can we get a Nova Blast? There we go, and that should be the other kill. Spartan trying his best to get that level 6. Looks like he does pick it up here.
And this is big for Excalibur. He's finding himself a lot of positive action. Kill after kill on the Shadow Fiend. He's, 7 kills? He did die the 2 times, but that was at the start of it all. So he's really coming back into this game.
He's got 7 kills.
Yeah.
That's impressive. All right, never count on Steve.
Absolutely. NLG been showing us a good fight across the entirety of this series. It doesn't look to stop anytime soon. 11 for 10. They may have lost some early towers, but they're regaining control. And Miracle now with the VIP booster. I guess he's going to be just looking to try and get the Bloodstone next and skipping the Yules unless it's a casual VIP booster. Oh, Excalibur. Gets the damage out onto Moon, and now Moon gets the crush, but there's a slow from Lich, and Moon overstays his welcome. Monster kill streak for Steve.
All right.
Steve really stepping up his game.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the VIP booster on the Lina. Could be a Rod of Atos?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Is it?
I mean, in terms of setting up your LSA, it's...
Radiant's bottom tower.
The thing is,
Yules
Yules is so good against Ember. You take away his Flame Guard, instantaneously. There's no reason not to get it. It's such a standard item build. It gives you more mana regen to farm. We gotta ask Miracle what he was thinking when he's trying to do this build.
Yeah, we'll see what he does with it.
Hey, if they win this game, maybe we'll get a winner's interview with them.
Miracle, he's looking at the setup. Will he be able to find it? Comes out for the knife. He gets this done. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill.
All right.
Just had the damage. Only just,
It's
though.
the humiliation.
Very, very close. And well, in the jungle at the same time, N0tail just aggressively farming. The pings have come out. They've got a dire ward, so they know the shenanigans that N0tail's up to, and they'll try and leap forward. Continue to check N0tail. He knows he can't really TP now because there is a chain frost. He continues to get these slows out, but the healing ward's there. Looks like N0tail's going to be fine. NLG won't quite be able to close the gap.
Yeah, we're seeing very similar problems in this NLG draft as last game is they really lack an initiator. Like for example, OG, once they finish the Blink Dagger on Slardar, he could, you know, start going and making plays. Who's your playmaker here on NLG? A Blink Rubik, I guess? But it's just very squishy.
N0tail.
Okay, he's dead.
Whoa. That's one way of doing it. They'll get the Winter's Curse off though, and Mitch will go down. Maybe OG can turn even without the Juggernaut. They found themselves a double kill for Miracle. They want to try and move in for more. Light Strike's not going to catch anyone. So it's a 2-for-1. And it is indeed going to be this Rod of Atos as he picks up the 2 Staff of Wizardries here on Lina.
I mean, I guess his logic is you have such squishy heroes. If you just ding on the Rod of Atos on the AA, for example, what is he going to do? Like, you're just stuck there. With that said, though, I do believe Ancient Apparition is not going for the standard Midas build. He's going to go for a 4-staff, I imagine.
Or Yules himself, maybe?
I think 4-staff, now that you see the Atos on the Lina,
Okay.
4-staff would help your allies. Of course, there's also Crush that you got to help your allies with, so I personally like 4-staff much more, but I mean, the item build this game has been absolutely not standard, so I guess anything could happen.
And let's see if the side of energy can make something happen here. It's smoked up from the base.
Radiant's
See they make a beeline towards. Moon's revealed himself in the mid lane, just pushing it out. 1,200 gold towards that Blink. Let's see if they get him and Moon's in trouble.
Oh, he's so fast. But here comes a sprint. Sprints. Rubik? I thought he was going to make a play with it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Lina. Milan, light strikes there. Dragon Slave comes through. Milan will go down. They get the chain thrust out, but it doesn't bounce. Faypole bringing Miracle in. There's the Requiem coming in, chipping onto Miracle, but there's your Omni Slash. Blade Fury as well. N0tail trying to see if he can turn, but they've lost the Lina. This is looking a bit of a risky fight for OG. Moon gets slowed. They'll steal the Amplify here. And the rest of OG grouped up. Can they try and fight into this? Once again, they'll be doing it without one of their key cores.
Yeah, they got to back off.
Yeah.
So, I think we're starting to see the full effect of Lich. If you look at the Juggernaut's level, he's level 8. We're 15 minutes in.
Oh.
Look over to the Ember Spirit, level 10. Look over to the Shadow Fiend. He's level 12. So, it surprised me greatly that it was a level 1 Omni Slash. If they had a level 2 Omni Slash, they might have gotten an extra kill.
Spartan walks straight into this one though. They'll focus in the Ice Blast. It's maybe all just a bait, and it does. It connects onto Flying, connects onto N0tail. N0tail and Moon, in fact, all backing up. Can NLG follow this one? Excalibur's trying to chase, but OG, they might just want to go back in.
Yeah, they'll back off. Spartan pinging out that there's wards there, and it would be correct to assume that. Yeah, I think NLG's still in a very decent position considering that N0tail, for a second game in a row, having a very, very tough early to mid-game transition.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Miracle doing a lot better now, having a couple of items here to show for. So I think they're looking to have this Lina more as a kind of damage farming core, not as a pick-off hero, like how Excalibur played it last game. Again, this Rod of Atos is just somewhat mind-boggling. It's not that the Atos is bad, it's
No.
the Yules is better in my opinion, but we'll see how it goes.
And NLG just making use every time the smokes are available. Into the jungle. Who can they catch out here? They'll look to N0tail. There's going to be Fly, the one that they go for first. He gets the Shallow Grave off in time and does manage to drop the weave. Ice Blast flying across the fight. They'll Remnant forward and they'll trap N0tail. The Ice Blast pass over was there and they'll get the kill onto Jug. At the same time, Dazzle falls off to the east and now they'll look for more. OG, they need to get themselves out of it. 11 flying away. The Red Group coming through. Miracle's trying to get the kill onto Spartan and he will. Takes out the Rubik, but the Remnant forward from Madara. The chains just on the max edge of the cast range. Gets 2. Winter's Curse gets laid down. But Madara, he's going to want to try and chase for more here. Looking for the TP out.
Chase.
Have they got the
Chase.
cancel? Oh!
He missed.
He did miss.
Yep.
He did miss indeed.
You miss out on a support kill. You got the key
He's still
ones.
good, yeah. Getting 3 kills there and just losing the Rubik. Another very big cherry there for the side of NLG.
All right, the only silver lining for OG is that Moon's got its blink, and that's kind of how NLG started to struggle a bit. They made a couple of mistakes. I have to say NLG to me is further ahead this game than they were last game. The goal graph, it's only a 0 right now, but it feels like the way that this game is going, NLG a lot more comfortable. They have better late game hero. Ember Spirit is going to have to... I mean, how do they deal with this Ember Spirit? Unless you get a blink crush on, you're not getting a kill on him.
Double damage empowers me.
Matter is having a good time. The fact that he's got the bots, he's able to get himself around the map. He's still a fair bit behind in terms of farm, but he's ahead in the no-tail Jug.
Yeah.
And he's going to be, you know, have a greater global presence really than the Juggernaut. He's going to be involved in a lot more of the fights as well if he plays it correctly. Which I'm sure he will. Matter has shown us he is a pretty decent carry. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, the last couple of games, seeing Madara's Slark in particular has really impressed me. Bottom lane Miracle. I don't think they could actually go for a kill. The nice thing about the Rod of Atos build is that you are very, very tanky.
And here's your blink. Crush comes in onto Spartan. Miracle's moving forward as well. Ember Spirit's going to bail. They'll just leave Spartan to tank this one, and he certainly will. They'll take the Rubik kill. At the same time, Mac's going to be picked up. Over on the side of NLG, I believe it was the Lich. Yeah, Mitch has now got that one rolling. They've got a mech, and he's got level 11 here as well. Talking about level 11, did No-Tail catch up in terms of the XP? Is he sitting?
Still only
still
level
level 10. Okay.
He could actually farm much quicker and get experience if he's not just jungling constantly. I think he's kind of sacrificing his own farm for his teammates.
Oh, Ember. They do have a Winter's Curse, so they want to try and hold him in place a turn, but it's going to be hard. I think they realize just with a level 1 Omni Slash, it's not enough.
Yep.
And Shadow Blade now is going to be the option for Miracle.
All right. A lot of right-click damage. He's hitting for like 150 right now.
And in terms of kind of setup, we talked about the yours. In a bit of a different way, obviously Shadow Blade offers you the opportunity to catch people out and look to land the Light Strike Array on an unsuspecting opponent.
Yeah, maybe this is his response against Ember, because the Yules into LSA combo would not work against any good Ember player. So he's just taking a different route. Let's see if it's going to pay out here.
Pings down to the Roshan. NLG was starting to look to go for it, but...
NLG do have detection. I don't think they can make this Roche play. Obviously, they don't know about the Miracle Shadow Play yet.
So I think, yeah, OG, they're very ready to fight this. This could be big for OG. The weave comes out, starts to tick down on Excalibur's armor.
Sentry's coming
Excalibur
out.
looking for a very Requiem, but he cancels it, holds on to it. OG.
They need to get vision now.
Yeah.
All right.
We have it.
Sentries will spot out the Lina.
And they'll get T-Wall straight away, but now it's going to be an OG jumping forward. The Ice Blast straight onto Miracle. Shallow Grave's there. The Winter's Curse is good, holding them in place. Omni Slash to follow through as well. Excalibur Grave below, but he's still alive. He's not going to go down. They'll lose No-Tail on the Juggernaut. Now your Chain Frost balancing between Fly and Crit. The bounces are glorious for the side of NLG. They'll get Fly. Double kill for Mitch. Miracle gets blown up as well. Only Slardar and Wyvern escaping. They did manage to kill Shadow Fiend, but NLG will now walk into the pit, and they'll look to take Roshan themselves.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Shadow Fiend started hitting the dragons. I think he wanted to deny himself to get, so that nobody got the Beyond Godlike streak, except as a random Splinter Blast caught him. So Wyvern, the big winner for his team in that fight, but obviously NLG came off huge.
Yeah. He did have the helm on the SF, so maybe he was just trying to life steal up a bit before going back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roshan, it's going to be a slow one. Unless Moon looks for a flashy play, which he might. 3-man crush, but Moon, oh, dude.
Flashy.
The dream wasn't real there. And NLG will stick about, they'll take it. And
they might lose more here.
Yeah, they're going to jump forward. Looking for 11, but he's got the Glimmer Cape. They're going to find Fly there with the chains. And now Fly in a lot of trouble. He has a Shallow Grave, but TP's still on cooldown. He doesn't even get a chance to get the Shallow Grave out. NLG finding kill after kill here. And off the back of an unsuccessful Roche attempt from OG, this really is NLG breaking themselves back ahead of the pack.
Oh, crit. Looks like he's going to TP out. Key item pickups are coming up soon. Spartan, closest, Blink Dagger. Ancient Apparition did actually go back for the Aghanim's build. He's going to pick up a second piece momentarily. Mid lane, though, looks like we are going to see a kill attempt.
Is Miracle going to go for it here? It's a bit risky with the two of them. Yeah, he's not going to try it.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend also has 20 armor, so I don't think it's gonna work out here.
Oh, Ice Blast Fade Bolt straight onto No-Tail. As you said earlier, these Ice Blasts have been on point time after time here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
since this Miracle pick up on the Shadow Blade, he has not found a single kill. And to me, this item decreases in value as the game goes on, as
Dire's
detection
top
is
tower is under attack.
more available on the front side of
Radiant's
NLG.
tower is under attack.
And you've got a Blink Dagger on Rubik now, as you were saying earlier, he's getting
Yeah.
progress then towards that.
I'm still somewhat surprised that Milan has gone for the X instead of the...
All fly. All fly. Oh, the chains unluckily don't latch on to Fly himself. Moon isn't going to be able to find the Blink Crush. Messes that one up, unfortunately, for the side of OG.
Yeah, NLG very comfortable taking this game much later. They have, to me, the better late game carry in the form of Ember and Shadow Fiend. The team fights are excellent. And they just picked up a gem on the AA, so looks like the point booster was, at least for now, just the value HP point booster. Looking to get more map control. To me, right now, NLG is playing more like the experienced team. They're making less mistakes. They know what they need to do.
Yeah, they're playing it very nice. And of course, this is something that we did see elements of them showing in game one. It just, of course, got to the point where late game, OG were just a little bit more conservative with the fights that they took to,
Radiant's
you know,
top
chose to
tower
fight.
is under attack.
And it did, of course, secure them the win. But they've got a fair way to go this game. No-Tail, he's still got a fair bit of catching up, really, to do to get on the same par as the Ember Spirit and the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. This is why I really want NLG to actually make it to DreamHack Winter. Obviously, they are fighting for a spot against Team Empire. If they could win,
Oh, matter.
Yep.
He's got the Aegis.
Radiant's
they
top
cannot
tower
go for a
is
second
under
time.
attack.
They recognize that, yeah, they're only getting the kill with the
Radiant's structures
Laguna Blade.
And they might get a kill onto 11 here. He's not going to get the chains. The Glimmer Cape out is there. We have lost the Aegis, but NLG, that's not going to slow them down at all. They'll take the tier 1 on the top.
Radiant's top tower
How did they get the
is
jump on
under
him? Was it a Shadow Blade into
Radiant's
LSA?
top tower has fallen.
I believe it was the
Dire's
Shadow Blade
middle
setup, yeah.
tower
From
is
there,
under
yeah.
attack.
Mid lane. No-Tail's got to get himself out. And he's in a lot of trouble here, I feel, especially with Excalibur and
Oh,
Mitch
he's
turning
gonna
up.
try to ult his way out of here.
There's
Oh,
a
hands.
lot of armor. And
he stole
No-Tail.
it. All right.
All right.
All lives must end.
That's a good pick off here for Spartan.
Yeah, Battle Fury now done on the Ember Spirit. I mean, NLG are looking in a fairly strong position at the moment. Another look to try and move forward on the mid.
There's a gem on Spartan.
And
Omni Slash?
Oh, look at this Rubik. Very pretty play. Shallow Grave is there. Can they find the kill? The Ice Blast. Oh, the Chain Frost, in fact.
And it will
follows
bounce.
in, and the bounce is there with the Ice Blast to follow through as well. They're shoving Excalibur forward. And play after play being made there by NLG in the mid lane. And hang on, Rubik's got a bloody Laguna Blade.
Yep. That's pretty. I'll take that out for a day.
Spartan.
It's just so nice to see NLG playing like this.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for these
Radiant's middle
boys.
tower is under attack.
Come on, Lumi, let's not be biased.
All right, my bad.
You'll have a Reddit thread, mate.
That's so 2012 being biased towards Navi or Cloud9 or whatever.
Navi, who are they?
No, that's Toby.
Oh, okay.
Have you not seen the Twitch account? Navi loses.
Toby Cries.
Toby Cries.
I
That's such a
haven't
good
been.
account.
Yeah, I made it, Lumi.
All right, good call, good call.
Mid lane.
NLG. Now this is where they faltered last game. Let's see if they
Yes.
could break high ground here.
Ice
Radiant's
Blast
middle
again
tower
onto 11. Moon jumps in with a crisp, but there's so much armor on this man, and there's your telekinesis, bringing Moon back in. Excalibur with the right clicks. They'll take down Moon on the Slardar. They're trying to move No-Tail in with the Blade Fury, but it just doesn't matter. They get the slow for the Requiem, and now No-Tail could be in a lot of trouble, and he is! The burst is there. They'll bring down another. There's a buyback on Moon. He's trying to do what he can to rectify this fight for OG.
They're base diving. Get out! Don't do this. Not like
Miracle,
this.
he reveals himself. Matter is there. They'll get the Laguna Blade onto Spartan, but look at the damage for Excalibur. Miracle's got to get back. Moon throws down the crush. The armor from the Weave is ticking them down here. They'll try and move forward. The slide comes out. If they could get
Gem
Matter
on
as
the
well.
deck.
Okie dokie. And as you said, Lumi, this was the point of the game in game one where NLG started to falter, and it may just be happening here again.
1,800 gold difference, a pretty nice one here. With that said though, Moon had to buy back for that fight, and Juggernaut did also die, so It ain't all, you know, peachy here on the side of OG, but at least they hold their base. Actually, getting the gem here from the side of NLG, that's like 1,800 gold or 1,600 gold on top of that. So
It's it was a good defense for OG, definitely. Though and Miracle, I don't think he can find this one here.
Dire's middle tower is under
Maybe
attack.
with Moon he can. With Moon he can. And there's the Atos to set it up. Laguna play Moon.
Oh,
moves in
yeah,
with the
they'll
crush
find
and
it.
Excalibur, he's got a lot of armor, not enough. They'll get the kill. And that's going to be a BKB done now on Miracle as well.
is he playing Lina or like? I don't know what hero would go for this item build.
He is
It's something else.
It's working out.
Yeah.
It is working out. 15 kills, 6 deaths and 3 assists. He's having a game and there's his turnaround. Not as major as it was in game 1. NLG never really got the, okay, and XP is a little bit more extravagant. But OG capitalizing on the mistakes that NLG make, just like they did in game 1, and using it to their strength to show them that they can make the superior decisions at this point, but there is always the worry of this Ember Spirit and still Steve's Shadow Fiend. He did get caught out there, out of position on the top when Miracle and Moon came in, as Steve started to move between the tier 3s outside of the base. But it's still a very close game, 28 minutes in.
I wonder if Miracle. Okay, he's gonna go for a the Aghanim Scepter now. Could be Bloodstone though.
Matter. Oh, he's going to TP out straight away.
He's got the Blink Dagger to
Yeah.
make some place. So, what do you think about the Miracle? Is it going to be Ags or is it going to be a
his next
Bloodstone?
item? What's he picked up at the moment, sorry?
He's got a point booster.
It's got a point booster.
I thought he was actually going to go for, since he's got such a right-click base build, that he was going to go for like a MKB.
Oh, this sentry could be big.
Oh.
This is a big sentry that found
Surprise.
Miracle, and indeed. Not the kind of surprise that Miracle likes.
Who really likes surprises anyways?
Oh, Lumi.
Do you have a surprise waiting for me? And I just shut you down preemptively.
Well, that's tonight's plan, Ruin.
All right.
Right, mid lane. OG.
Dire's bottom tower
They're not
is
happy
under
that Miracle's
attack.
dead. Are they going to be able to do anything off the back of this? Then they're just going to hang in, get some wards out. Maybe play a bit of a waiting game, see if anyone on the side of NLG walks up to them. And hello, Madara would be a tasty kill for them. Jumps in with the crush. Have they got the... Oh!
Yes, they
fly. That heal bomb, though.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle
Eh?
tower is under attack.
Mid lane though. Are they actually trying to push without their
Dire's
Ember Spirit?
bottom tower is
I mean,
under
why not? Look at the power here. They're bringing the tier 3 low.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
OG, can they punish this? And it doesn't look like they can. This time, NLG, they'll play it safer. They just get the damage in and they back themselves off. They don't want to stick around too long.
You know, has Juggernaut picked up an item for like the past 5-7 minutes? I don't think he has.
I think he's just been saving up the 2.2k, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be what, the Skadi next for Notel?
Yeah, I think you need the Scotty. Also, MKB might be a consideration because the Butterfly is already out in Shadow Fiend.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
MKB
true.
might make more sense here.
Okay.
I also thought the Lina was going to go MKB, but it looks like she's going to go for a little bit more magic base build. Here comes OG.
OG with the smoke.
Yo, if they get a big fight here going their favor, Roshan is spawning in about a minute, so they could turn the game right here.
Okay, Moon.
They know.
Zed gets the crush onto Spartan that follows there with the Omni Slash. Spartan's out of the fight now. The Winter's Curse onto Midge. Don't tell me moving forward with the Blade Fury. Excalibur does get off the Requiem here, trying to tell, but he's already lost 2. Now with the Dragon Slave, Mulan getting low. They've got the crush because they got control of Madara. Madara gets the slide off. He rounded off to the sidelines. They've lost 3 on MLG. They might miss Madara as well, and they do. He's trying his best. It's not good enough. 4 dead on the side of NLG. As you said, Lumi, that smoke pretty key for OG to really reassert their dominance in this game, and as you can see by the gold swing and XP, it was certainly successful.
Yeah, they could go for the Roshan, but it seems like OG wants to do a little bit of tier 3 base damage here. In theory, they could get the racks, but the respawn times of NLG are quite low, and they are responding with all of their ultimates available. Buyback immediately being used here by Milan. Ice Blast is gonna prepped up on the mid lane, I imagine.
Yeah, but no buyback available for Madara. And this is kind of the hero they need at this point with the Slight, with the Battle Fury. BKB is now done on Moon. And they'll find the tier 3. Now, if they stick around for more, how careful are OG going to play it? And it's going to be pretty careful. They're just going to back off and go for Roshan. Go for the safer play here.
There is a ward on this. Oh, okay, not anymore.
Ice Blast. Will flow through onto the pit. Aye.
They know.
Nah, very suavely done. And here we have it, Roshan falling. Can NLG get themselves here fast enough? They actually might be able to.
Oh, they got slaughtered.
Yep. Oh, this could be it. Moon, oh, he jumps straight in, gets Milan, and OG have taken Roche. They get the Aegis picked up by the Juggernaut. Moon finds the solo kill onto the AA. He's moving in for more. There with the blink out from Spartan. Now they got the Star Matter. Can he get the control? And Matter is going to be able to remnant himself out of this. So it's just AA down at the moment. The rest of the side of NLG backing themselves off. And that, of course, was effectively a dieback on the AA, so no Ice Blast here for 40 seconds. A very nice window of opportunity for OG to try and push up and try and take a set of racks at least.
Yeah, we need Frost Armor on those Raxes too. Oh, Miracle just in the base right now. Go
Excalibur, AFK! Okie dokie, now he wakes up, but it's a little bit too late. He dies. He's going to have to buy back. And now there's the telekinesis onto Moon. They'll bring Moon back in. He's dead for 80. So NLG holding the fort. Has cost them a buyback on their Shadow Fiend. Atos holding Matter back, but he still gets him with a slight in the chains. The Fly's going to go down. They'll get the rest of the team out. TP away from the Wyvern. Miracle's off to the retreat, and so's Jug as well. So NLG do defend, but Excalibur has to expend the buyback for that one.
Yeah, and suddenly the gap between the Juggernaut and the Shadow Fiend has essentially evaporated after that fight. So Juggernaut is going to be going for the MKB. Now a Blink Dagger coming out from Crit. So this Wyvern has been hitting some amazing ultimates. We're going to see more of that. NLG just really losing grasp of this game. It ain't looking too good.
I mean, with defenses like that, they've still definitely got a chance.
Yeah. Mitch is going for a kind of a YOLO item play. He's picking up, I imagine, to be the Lotus Orb. Lotus Orb against Omni Slash. Pretty nice. Of course, we'll remove the amp damage. You can reflect back a Winter's Curse, as well as the Laguna Blaze, so...
It's going to be nice, yeah, just to pop on Steve so he can frontline here.
Yeah.
Especially seeing as that Laguna Blade is going to be an Aghanims upgraded one. Miracle picks that up now as his next item.
Visibility.
And then LG, what's the plan? Do they have a smoke kit? Nope.
Alright, so I know I'm beating it on a dead horse a bit.
Wait,
I just want to look at Milan, right? He's sitting on that point booster for like 20 minutes now. If he gone for the Force F, would have had the Force F finished and would have been a lot more impactful for the team.
I mean, the Ice Blast is going to be good when he gets it. But yeah, the buyback did cost him a lot.
Yeah.
It cost
Obviously,
him a lot.
he didn't know that he needed a buyback and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
he's playing the 5 for the team. He's been buying the wards, he's been buying the gems. Like you said, he's been buying back, so it's definitely a very greedy build. NLG though, still, I mean, their heroes hit pretty hard. Madara, a little bit worrisome on the survival side. He's been getting focused quite heavily. And now you can see, just based on the hero movement of NLG, they're afraid. OG's the one that's, you know, dictating where the fights are happening. They're the one that's looking to make the next gank.
Oh, they certainly are. OG, what's the next bit of play going to be? Here it is. Blazing it up from the Radiant Jungle.
Was seen though. Was not the most private blaze. Observer order from the dire side.
Okay, they might... I mean, it depends how aggressive they want to go. As you said, it's going to need to be aggression that would take them into the high ground. Moon just revealing himself mid. NLG, unlikely to fall for this one.
There's so many sentry available on NLG for the mid lane. They're expecting the sneak up the ramp. Oh, that's no tail steering right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just blade through him back here. OG, are they ready to go? Oh, telekinesis, but Moon's there with the jump. Gets the crush out. The Chain Frost comes out, bounces onto the Siege Driven out back. The Winter's Curse holding his caliber in place. Will he go down? Yes, they've got the damage. That's the Shadow Fiend down, no buyback. They'll lose the Aegis on Jug. Miracle trying to do what he can here against Matter, and Matter will remnant out of the fight. Moon backs off. And now Miracle moving in for more. Light Strike connects onto Mitch with the right clicks as well. He'll find the Lich kill. 3 dead at the moment on the side of NLG. Matter trying to man fight, but Miracle, he's got a hell of a lot of armor thanks to the sweep. And there's your Rod of Atos. It doesn't quite allow to set up the Light Strike array as Matter jukes it out with the Remnant. But now you're crushed from Moon. Blinks in. He'll find the Ember Spirit with double kill going to Miracle. And now NLG all dead. And OG will just look to close up the game, and I think they might just have it here, Lumi.
So close.
It was, again, very close.
Yes, so far away.
I mean, we keep saying it, but I think you've got to be impressed if you're watching NLG that they're able to put this much of a fight up. But it just wasn't good enough at the end of the day. And OG, well, I mean, it's not over.
Yeah, it's kind of over.
It's
Yeah, they're
maybe
gonna
if the Ember can get a Divine Rapier.
No.
No.
Radiant
Okay.
victory.
But what a game nonetheless. What a game and what a series. I think a lot of people who may not have seen much of NLG beforehand, after watching this and going, these guys are pretty deep, they've got a lot of potential. I think just with a little bit more refinement, they can do it. And there we go. The music's back.
I know I was questioning the Rada Vatos build out of the Lina. It really made sense towards the end.
Yeah.
We talked about how Yules you cannot combo into the Ember because Ember could always slide a fist. Also Yules against Shadow Fiend. If Shadow Fiend goes for a BKB, when you send him up, he'll just BKB on his way down, and you never can combo him. But the Atos build gave you a little bit more oomph, some right clicks.
I did. And Miracle had a great game.
He did.
19 kills on his Lina. Certainly showing us how good you are when you're 8K.
All right, so we saw
damn
two
good.
good games out of NLG.
Yeah, we did.
What are the chances against NIP, do you think?
I think they could do it. If they can play this well against
They
OG,
need to 2-0. They need to 2-0.
They need to 2-0. I think they've got potential.
All right.
If they play as well as they have done against OG, now NLP have been looking a bit rocky recently. We may see NLG manage to take at least the 2 games that they need to get themselves through to DreamHack Winter. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, for the second series of the day. That's myself and Lumi signing off. Straight back to the panel. Lumi, get your backside over there. Get
right,
yourself
let's go.
over, Lumi.
Bumper.
Yeah, welcome back to the panel indeed. And NLG, they were so close again. It almost looked like, in terms of timings, the same game as we had in our first game of this series. Ape Mother again. What went wrong for NLG?
It was kind of the same thing, but the draft was... How do you actually high ground with that team? You have the Shadow Fiend. He has to be so far ahead. He has to be so fat that he can solo push. Like Ember does nothing in that kind of scenario except for a zone with the slates
chains
and stuff.
yeah.
He's kind of that jumping here, that slaughter, but...
I kind of liked the Lich in the end. Like, I initially didn't like it, but he did pretty well. The armor made a big difference late game.
It's pretty good. But they also had Winter Wyvern and Lina for high ground defense, so I don't see them pushing high ground. And that's kind of what happened. They jumped in and died in the base. Like game 1.
Exactly like game 1.
Exactly like game 1. Well, we have a replay. It's not exactly like game 1, but we can see how close it comes to it in a Luminous analysis. It's you.
Yeah, we have a replay. I don't know what it is, but let's
It's
go.
when they go high ground.
When they go high ground, is
Yeah,
that it?
yeah.
All right. I mean, they literally should not been anywhere near that portion of the map.
This is the replay here.
It's nice
You
flames
see them
and
go
fire.
high ground?
Yeah, they're going high ground.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa, we started off so quickly.
Yeah, they got one. And then the
Okay.
buyback came out, right? I think as soon as the buyback come out,
He's
you
so
should just
slow.
back.
Oh my
They
God.
all have weave on top of them as well. And
Yeah.
just quickly taking down all of their armor.
They did get the jail kill.
Did they
And
just dive a
Miracle
bit too
comes
far?
around the right.
Just
Look how
run,
much
just run,
damage
just
they're
run.
taking just from the tower
Yeah,
alone.
and here's Miracle. What's up, boys?
And they wanted to fight again. These lads just want to fight.
At this point, they should have backed up, maybe?
Oh, they should have backed off like
Ember should
10
not
seconds.
have gone back in either.
Okay.
And the story of this series.
And that
to be
was the
honest.
game?
But they showed they can play well. You know, like they're fighting mid game. Everything, it's very good.
Yeah, we can
Like
actually.
the hardest part is actually finishing the game.
I think we can actually have a quick look at the standings, hoping that they're updated. The thing is, NLG, they need 2 wins, and they can still get them because they're going up against NIP after this, like, soon, like in like 15 to 20 minutes. But OG is done, and they're confirmed number 1 on the board. 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, and then you have to mostly look at Empire and No Logic Gaming because they can get tied. And if they get tied, No Logic Gaming 2-0'd Empire in the past in the league play. So then No Logic Gaming will be the one above the line, and Empire will be the one below the line. But if they drop even one game, they're not going to make it anymore.
I think Abe Mother was talking about it before. The Ninjas in Pajamas can perform well now. You know, there's no stress. It's like, let's just play Dota 2. You know, there's no pressure on them whatsoever.
And you feel like that's going to make them do better.
Yeah, definitely.
It can work both ways though.
Yeah, true.
But most of the time it's for the better.
I mean, can you make the argument that MIP just won't care about these games because
Yeah, that's another argument as well.
they don't have the majors coming up for practice
we talked to Moon though, and I mean, I kind of feel like that is a kind of sentiment that a lot of players should have. I'm not saying that they have, but that should have. Doesn't matter how much you've been winning, doesn't matter what the game means. You wake up, you're here to play Dota, and you play seriously.
Yeah.
But
One would hope.
the other
One would
way,
hope.
that's fine if you're winning. But if you're losing everything, it's hard to keep your mind on.
It is.
On track,
But
you know what I
wouldn't then this be the thing, like, you know, we can show people that we can still win?
Yeah.
And wouldn't No Logic
I-
Gaming be the
Well,
team
if
we could do
NIP
it
wins,
against?
let's ask them.
Okay.
But we don't know.
Yes, we do not know. We'll soon have a member from OG joining us for the winners interview. But before that, I mean, OG, this was also the last match in the series. Overall thoughts on OG? Basically, we've seen them from right when they formed-ish. We did start a little bit later than when they formed, but we've seen them grow. What have you been thinking about their journey, Lumi?
I thought like 2-3 weeks ago, I was on camera saying this is the best team in Dream League over Alliance, over Vega. Number one.
Number one.
Number no.
You think how do you think they're gonna do at the major?
I think they look really stable.
They do.
Like at this point, they just kind of do the same draft over and over again. They don't really have to change anything because they're winning all the time.
It really comes down to how well Fly adapts.
Yeah.
To me, that's if you have a good line or bad line. Like for example, I think Team Liquid had trouble in Nanyang because it felt like they weren't adapting as well, and they kind of teeter off at the end.
Like to the LAN meta. or
Exactly.
whatever. Yeah.
So
Like the whole way Dota's played could change at the major. You know.
Yeah.
So
hard to
Sure.
predict,
it
but
is very
Yeah.
difficult.
walking into it, I say they're a top 5 team.
And obviously we've seen Fly in the past being a captain of a team. How do you feel he'll be able to adapt? And per game, per series, confidence?
When we interviewed Notel, he was very, very confident in Fly.
Yes.
Like, we asked him about.
I think as a player you have to be confident in your captain.
Well, when we
regardless.
asked him about like when it goes bad, because sometimes the start of the games they're a bit shaky.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's 100% Fly. Like he's the one that controls us. He tells us what to do. He puts the confidence in us that we're gonna win. So I don't know. Like if your player has that much faith in you, you have to respect it. You know.
Fair enough. For No Logic Gaming, well, they still have a series to be played, but we hopefully have the interview very soon. Never mind, we are not going to have an interview, so we're going to have a break instead. And when we come back, we're here with Ninjas in Pajamas taking on No Logic Gaming.